Hi you guys, some supplies that you will be needing to be able to do the red ombre is I'm first going to be using the basic white bleach. It's a powder bleach and I got that from Sally's. Next you will be needing 30 developer, it's the Clairwall brand. You will be needing 2 gloves. You will be needing a container and a mixer and a brush to be able to mix all the bleach and the developer in. And for the last step, you're going to need your color. I'm using the Adore brand 70 Raging Red. Not sure if you can see that. But yeah, I got 3 of those just because I have 3 bundles and I wanted to make sure that I had enough coloring so that it would come out good. The first thing you want to do is lay either foil or a plastic bag on your countertop or wherever you're doing it. I usually use foil, but I ran out, so I'm just going to be using these plastic bags to cover the counters, and lay your hair on the counter. I usually, you can color it when it's not sewn in, but since I have a U-part wig, I just laid it down and I just split it in half so that it would fit fully. And what you want to do is make sure it's combed out thoroughly. You can also use your comb and just slightly comb through like this just to make sure there's no tangles. And I had previously combed it out, but that's basically all you want to do because you want to make sure that there's no snags so that the bleach will be able to cover every strand evenly. And you want to do the same to this side as well. So what I'm going to be doing is taking a few cups of my bleach powder and putting it into this container. And then I'm going to take some of my 30 developer. And I'm just going to pour some in. I'm just going to eyeball it. You just want to mix it up until all the powder is gone. Make sure you open up a window or something because the bleach and powder, the bleach and developer mixture can be very, very strong. So if you're not used to the smell, you might want to open a window because it gets really strong. So here's the mixture. Just trying to mix it so that there's no powder showing. And you don't want the mixture to be like liquidy because it could get messy. So you want it to be kind of a thick texture. You see what I mean? Like it's a little thick. Like it's not like soup. It's thick in a way. So looks like mine's is pretty much mixed good. So now what you want to do is you want to take your brush and then take a little bit of the bleach and developer mixture, and you're going to start on the first row of the ombre. And you want the bottom row to be the lightest, so you're going to start probably about right here. So just gonna plaster some bleach and developer mixture and basically make like a parallel line. It doesn't have to be perfect because this is the bottom layer anyways, so and you want it to look kind of natural. So you just want to plaster it on. Get some more. And you want to do it even on the shorter pieces so that the shorter pieces have an ombre effect as well. So you can go ahead and come up to the shorter pieces up here and do it right here as well. Now I'm not going to have the developer on long for this one just because I don't want my red to be really, really bright. Like I just want it to be lifted a little bit because I want my red to be kind of like a darker red. So I'm just lifting it to like a brown, and I'm not gonna do the 3-layer ombre like I normally do, just because I don't want it to be. I do want it to fade. That's why this part's gonna be the lightest. I think I'm only gonna be doing two-tone layer. So yeah, it's very easy, you guys. Like. She's not here, Mom. So there's my first layer. I'm only going to be keeping it on for about 5 more minutes just because I don't want my red to be too bright. So just keep it on for 5 minutes. Alright you guys, so I finished the first level. I'm not trying to go blonde, so I just went up to a brown. But I'm going to go up a little bit higher just because I want it to be an ombre effect. So I'm going to take some bleach and go all the way from here all the way down, okay? So see. So as you can see, I finished my second layer. I'm gonna have that sit for maybe 5 more minutes. And as you saw, I put bleach right here and I went all the way down so that this part had more bleach, because we always want this part, the first level, to be the lightest for our ombre. Okay, so we're just gonna let that sit for a little bit and then I'll come back and finish. Alright you guys, so I'm about to do the last step, and it is the infamous making the little dashes just so that it looks natural. So just gonna make like random little slashes so that it looks natural. Because if you were to do it without the little lines, it'd just be like a straight line, and that, I really don't like that look. It looks kind of harsh to me. So that's why I like to do this. And you just let it sit for a few minutes just so it gives off the natural look. But right after this, I'm going to wash and condition the hair, and I'll be back for the coloring part. Next thing you want to do is once you finish shampooing the hair, just towel dry it. I read the directions on the back of the color. It said just to shampoo it and towel dry it. And what I'm going to do is I just put it down and I just did the same thing. I combed it out. That's why it's straight right there. I just combed it out to get it as smooth as possible. And now I'm going to put the color all in here. As you can see, the ombre is very, very subtle. I didn't want it to be harsh, just because I didn't want the red to be too crazy. But what you're going to do is just pour the red into this container. If you were dyeing the whole thing red, you probably wouldn't have to do that. You just have to just pour it onto the, all you'd have to do is just pour it on top of the hair. But since I'm doing the ombre, I am going to be using my brush just because I don't want the color to get all over the hair. So I may not need all 3, but I just got 3 just in case. Alright, so that's one container, and we're just going to start with that for now. I'm just going to apply the hair color to the hair, and it doesn't have to be applied like we did the bleach, because of the ombre. It's going to naturally take more at the bottom because that's where it's lighter. So you don't have to put it on the same way we did as the ombre. Again, this is color number 70, and it is Raging Red by Adore. I got this at my local beauty supply store, and it was about $4.99, so not bad at all. So like I said, all you have to do is just put it on the hair. You don't have to do the ombre effect because it's naturally going to take that since we did the bleach that way. Just put it all over the hair. And take it as far as you want. If you want it to be, I am going to take it a little bit higher than we did the bleach because I do want a little bit of a burgundy color. So since I didn't color that part, it should come out like a burgundy and then very, very red towards the end. So yeah, I'm just coloring it, putting it totally submerged in the hair color because we want every piece to become red. and just kind of do squiggly, like squiggly, just so that we get every hair, and we kind of separate the hairs so that every piece of hair is submerged. And it says just to keep it on for 15 minutes, so we'll follow that. Up here I am going to just do the little line things just so it does take a natural feel. Excuse that noise, it's the wind. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it's kind of windy over here, so. Alright, so it looks to me that every piece is covered. So I'm just going to let that sit for about 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most. And then we should have our red ombre. Alright you guys, so it's been 15 minutes and it looks like our color is changing, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse it out, shampoo it and rinse it out and dry it, and I will come back and show you the finished product once it is in my head so you guys can see what the color looks like. Alright, love you guys, bye. You good?
Keep moving it.